Hi, John McLaughlin here, bringing you our mid-August Silver Creek Outfitters fly fishing forecast. Down on Silver Creek, we're starting to see the tricos taper a little bit, but don't worry, there's still some betas and PMDs mixed in, so you don't need to show up quite as early. We also have calibetas, and that will fish stronger through August into September. Terrestrial fishing is great right now. Hoppers, damsels, beetles, and flying ants. There have been a lot of mice down on Silver Creek this year. For those of you that love throwing a mouse pattern at night, getting some big brown trout, this is the year to do it. So if you like the mouse, get down there. People have been catching some very nice brown trout during the nighttime. Up north on the Bigwood River, fishing's best morning and evening. Seeing some caddis still, so get out there in the morning or in the evening when it's still cool out. If you happen to get out there in the middle of the day during the really hot weather, there's still some good fishing. Primarily the dry dropper will be the most effective. We've also started to see flying ants out. So keep in mind, a secret bug to start throwing over the next couple weeks will be a flying ant. So they're out. Over in the Copper Basin, the fishing's been holding up pretty well. The trick up there is just to cover some water. Dry droppers, hoppers, attractor patterns are fishing well. The main stem of the Big Lost is fishing well. Or you can go up to the East Fork and the North Fork. Those are options as well. There's a lot of water up there, and there's some good cutthroat. Down in Mackey, on the Big Lost River below the dam, we're starting to see some tricos and betas, and that's starting to fish well. Keep in mind the flows are at about 350, 370 today. We're hoping that the flows will drop a little bit so we can get some better dry fly fishing. But there are some good bugs out, and the nymphing is solid down there. Just be careful because the wading can be a little tricky in spots with that higher flows. We've had great fishing up north on the Salmon River this year, and I expect that to continue through late summer into September. We've had a lot of success on streamers, attractor dries, dry droppers, hopper droppers. There's a lot of water up there, and we've had great fishing all summer, so I expect that to continue. If you haven't made your way up to the Salmon River, it's a beautiful place, it's quiet, and it's out of town. On the other end, down on the South Fork of the Boise, the water is still high at around 1700 CFS, so it's a drift boat, floating fishery. So you're going to be covering a lot of water down there if you can get down there out of a boat. Flies to work down there would be big hoppers, big foam hoppers, and big foam terrestrials in general, long drifts floating downriver. If you love to hunt and fly fish and you're in town Friday, August 21st, between 11 and 4 p.m., we're going to have the top brands in hunting. So please come on down to our hunting fair. We'll have Beretta, Caesar Guarini, Filson, Sitka, Smith Optics, Benchmade to name a few, and our locals First Light out of Sun Valley will be here. So if you're in town, please come on down and check out the latest and greatest in the hunting world.